Berlin, London, Tokyo, and the Chicago marathons have all been won by Eliud Kipchoge at least once. 4 wins in Berlin, including the world record set this year of 2 hours, 1 minute, and 9 seconds. 1 in Tokyo with the course record time of 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 40 seconds set this year as well. London 4 times with the course record of 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 37 seconds set back in 2019. And 1 win in Chicago back in 2014 with a time of 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 11 seconds. These 4 marathons are part of the 6 world major marathons. Kipchoge has the most major marathon wins in history with a total of 10, but 2 major destinations have yet to see him compete on their course. The prestigious Boston Marathon and the largest one of them all, the New York City Marathon. Eliud has stated that he would like to compete in both marathons before the 2024 Paris Olympics. He believes that he can lower the course records in both, and winning them would complete his goal of having every world major marathon under his belt. The course record for the Boston Marathon was set back in April 2011 by Geoffrey Mutai of Kenya. At the 2011 Boston Marathon, the temperature ranged between 46 and 55 degrees along the course with 16 to 20 miles per hour wind, mostly at the runner's back. Ryan Hall saw his opportunity this day with weather conditions that would allow for fast times. Since there are no pace setters in Boston compared to other world major marathons, Ryan Hall was basically the rabbit of this race. He would run the fastest first half split in Boston history in 1 hour, 1 minute, and 56 seconds. This helped set up the fastest men's race in Boston history in 2011, and Geoffrey Mutai would be victorious in a course record time of 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 2 seconds. At the time, this was the fastest marathon ever, but since Boston is a point-to-point race, it would not officially count as a world record. 7 of the top 10 fastest men's times ever in Boston were recorded that year. Smash that like button if you haven't already, as it really helps the channel, and subscribe if you love the sport of running. Advanced almost 7 months later, that same year, as Mutai lined up for the 2011 New York City Marathon. He went on to smash the course record of 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 43 seconds by more than 2.5 minutes. His finishing time of 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 6 seconds remains as the fastest time someone has ever ran the marathon course. Eliud Kipchoge, as the greatest marathon runner this world has ever seen, would like to snatch both course records that belong to Geoffrey Mutai. Kipchoge would have to do what he has been able to do these past few years and run under 2 hours and 3 minutes. Boston would see the first ever sub-203 marathon, making it the fastest time ever on US soil. Over the span of Eliud's marathon career, he has had a consistent competing schedule. 1 marathon in the spring and 1 marathon in the fall is how Kipchoge likes to plan his races. Boston will be returning to its original schedule with the 127th Boston Marathon taking place on April 17, 2023. Since Eliud just competed in the 2022 Berlin Marathon, the amount of time remaining for Boston is the perfect training window that he likes to have between marathons. If he competes in Boston, then he will have almost 7 months for the 2023 New York City Marathon that will be taking place November 5th. This means that instead of competing in the Berlin Marathon once again, he would be taking his talent to the United States and compete in the Big Apple. 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 6 seconds does not seem like a problem to Kipchoge considering his personal best is 2 hours, 1 minute, and 9 seconds, but the New York course is known for being tougher than the other major marathons. Eliud Kipchoge is no stranger to pain and pushing his limits. On the course of New York, we would witness his greatness, and the course record would be endangered if he lined up next year. If Kipchoge does compete in these 2 events next year, then both course records that belong to Geoffrey Mutai from 2011 would be in serious danger. At Boston, if conditions are anything like the 2011 race, I would say that Kipchoge would run anywhere from 2 hours and 2 minutes to about 2 hours and 2 minutes and 30 seconds if he pushes the pace from the beginning. For New York, since the course is not as fast, then his finishing time will probably be somewhere from 2:04 to 2:04:30. These are my predictions if Eliud Kipchoge competes in these last 2 world major marathons that he hasn't competed in yet. Leave your predictions in the comments of what Eliud would run if he competes in the Boston and New York City marathons next year. Considering the progression we have seen over his marathon career, and especially in the last 3 years, Kipchoge has only gotten better in the marathon event. Taking that into consideration, we could possibly witness 2 new course records in 2023 and the completion of all 6 World Major Marathons events for Eliud Kipchoge. With his sights set on the Paris 2024 marathon, where he wants to go for his 3rd consecutive marathon gold, both Boston and New York City would be great indicators on how well he can perform in 2024. This is all just speculation, as Kipchoge has not announced any of his future plans yet, but one of the latest comments he has had was competing in these 2 World Major Marathons to become the first person ever to win all of them. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel for more running content, and I'll see you in the next one.